So today's recipe is so awesome. You're just going to love it. We started with about 4 ounces of Special K Zero cereal, and I ground that up in a food processor. And now we took 3/4 of a stick of butter and melted it in the microwave. Watch out for that splatter. Don't microwave it too long. Just get it nice and soft. And then stir it up so you can get it melted, and then pour it all over that awesome cinnamon flavored Special K Zero. Now that cereal is really cool. It's only got 2 grams of carbs, super sweet, 18 grams of protein, and a good amount of fiber. And that's why I really love it. And it tastes wonderful and works just perfectly for this crust. Now we got that all spread out, all that butter mixed and pressed across the entire bottom of our roasting pan. And let's switch that out and bring in a nice large glass bowl. And our next ingredient we want to bring in is going to be 1 block of cream cheese. Now I use zero fat cream cheese. This is great. It's soft, creamy, absolutely delicious with none of the added calories from fat that traditional cream cheese has. But if you want to use regular cream cheese or the low fat, that's fine as well. And now the next thing I want to use is 1/4 cup of light sour cream. Again, this is light, so it's got 1/3 less fat, so we get less calories in this dish, but all the delicious flavor of that daisy sour cream, a little bit of sourness. Let's get all that off. Oh, this spatula works perfect for this. Awesome. Great. We got it all in there now. Next thing we need to add in is some sweetener. So I'm going to use stevia. This is a natural, non-caloric sweetener. It's got all the sweetness of sugar, none of the calories, so it doesn't spike your blood sugar. Much healthier, much better for controlling our calorie levels and our appetite. And we did about a little bit less than a cup of that in there. You can go about 3/4 to a full cup. Now just get out our cake beater and let's whip this up. Get it nice and mixed very well. We want to get all those ingredients smooth and running together so we get no clumps and no lumps in there. And we're almost done. We're getting to the finish. Just get all that bit off the edges. Don't leave any stuck to the bowl. Get it nice and mixed up so we don't waste anything. Now we're going to add in some Cool Whip. Now this is not actual Cool Whip. This is True Whip Keto whipped cream. This is a really cool whipped cream. It works really well. It's got the delicious flavor you might recognize from homemade whipped cream or Cool Whip, but it's got none of the hydrogenated fats you get in Cool Whip, so it's a little bit healthier for the heart and for the body. And then no added sugar, so again, less sugar in there than in this traditional recipe, and all the sweetness we want, all the awesome flavor, just none of the negative health benefits that we're trying to avoid, but still have our dessert and eat it too. So we got to bring our crust back in. Now I had that in the fridge, so if you put it in the fridge, it's going to firm up even better for you. You don't have to do that, or you could put it in the freezer. I think it works better to put that crust in the fridge or freezer while it's waiting from that last step. So now we just want to pour our whole cream cheese, sour cream mixture right on in the bowl. Let's try and get every last bit out of there, clean that bowl out. And now we just want to smooth our cheese mixture all over our crust, making the second layer of this delicious strawberry lasagna come together perfectly. Look, we got it all spread and smoothed out. Wonderful. Just awesome. It's coming together so nice. I can't wait to taste this thing. All right, let's get that crust out of there. Now we got the next addition. You got to bring in the strawberry. So first we're starting with 0 sugar strawberry Jello. Let's get this packet open. Oh, good. That was an easy tear. Sometimes you get nervous about how hard that's going to be. All right, we got to pour it right into the bowl. And then from here, we're going to add 3/4 cups boiling water from off the stove. Let's pour it on in there slow. Don't let it splash. We do not want any splashing from this hot water. That steam's coming right off of there. All right, let's get our whisk and get this nice and whisked up really fast. Get all off the edges, all off the bottom. Don't let any stick on there. Nice and quick. And then once we get it blended, we're going to add in a few ice cubes to cool it off. Now that it's perfectly mixed, we want to get this water and that gelatin cooled down quickly to add in the next few ingredients. And now 2 cups of diced strawberries. Add in some awesome natural flavor of strawberries, some nutrients, vitamins, and fiber. And then Fairlife 2% milk. Now if you want this to be a little thicker, you can use heavy cream. I'm going to use 2% milk, and I'm going to go 1/4 cup of 2% milk into that Jello mixer. And then we want to go ahead and get our whisk out. And let's get this nice and stirred up again. Get all that milk and gelatin and strawberries mixed together perfectly. So we get a nice, thick, creamy Jello mix, fortified with lots and lots of beautiful ruby red strawberries. All right, now whipped cream again. I'm using Cool Whip this time. This is 0 sugar Cool Whip. Just so you know, there's showing you the different types of whipped cream you can work with. And we're going to go about a full 8 ounces of Cool Whip, or the whole small tub of Cool Whip right in there. Now let's get out the spatula and fold that in. Get it nice and mixed together. And we're almost there. Look how beautiful that looks. Perfect. Now, once we get it perfectly mixed up with our spatula and folded in, we got to bring back in our crust and our cheese layer, and then we got to pour it right on top. Pour slowly. We want to make sure we get this spread out over our whole roasting pan. Look at that. How awesome, huh? So now let me grab my spatula, get every last bit again, clean off the bottom of this bowl, make sure we get all of that delicious sweet strawberry Jello. It smells really good right now. This is great. Man, now we just got to smooth it out. Easy peasy, no problem. Get those strawberries and Jello mix all perfectly mixed. Now I want to make sure we make this as nutritious and delicious as possible. So I want a few more strawberries into that Jello mix. I'm going to take my diced strawberries and just put a few more over the parts that I think look like they're lacking a little bit. I want to be perfect on this so that our loved ones really get to enjoy every last bit and no one gets shorted of their strawberries, because I know this is a strawberry lasagna and everyone's going to be expecting to really taste those strawberries loaded in there. So now we just want to put this in the fridge for about 4 hours to let it chill and firm up, and then we're going to go on to the next step. Thank goodness the 4 hours is over. It flew by. Now just the last addition to this recipe. My favorite part, more fresh strawberries. So I got about another 2 cups or so of strawberries, and you can go ahead and dice more or less depending on how heavy you want to go on the strawberries, but place them down carefully. I go ahead and try and place every bit of the red part up, not letting any of that white flesh inside get exposed as much. I think that red part really makes this look beautiful. I'm going to make sure I get every last bit, every last little sliver out of there. All right, we got it. Now taste test time. Thank goodness. I've been waiting all day. All right, let's get a plastic spatula. We don't want to scrape our roasting pan, so you always use a plastic spatula if possible. And we got a nice scoop. You see that crust got nice and firm and held together in there. Let me get this on my plate. Awesome. All right, best part of the video. This came out so wonderfully. I know it's gonna be just fantastic. Better hurry up and take a bite. I can't wait. Wow. This is phenomenal. I can't wait for you guys to try this out.